What's up, guys? It's your man Elite. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be talking about these three individuals on your screen right here. And all I can really say is shame, shame, shame. Is this what we've come to? Has jacking someone and then deleting that person become a family affair in our communities now? I mean, really? Is this what we doing now? So we're going to get into that. But first, y'all go ahead and hit that like button and like this video. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the Elite channel. And also, no pressure, guys, because I will always do these videos no matter what. But if you would like to further support the content or the channel, go ahead and bless that CashApp. The tag is in the description. Now, you guys have probably already heard that these three individuals on the screen right here have been arrested in connection with the jacking and deletion of Rakim Allen, aka PnB Rock the rapper. 40-year-old Freddie Trone, 38-year-old Shauntel Trone, and an unidentified 17-year-old minor seem to have been involved in a family plot to jack and then delete PnB Rock. Oh, and did I mention this 17-year-old jacker / deleter is the son of Freddie Trone and the stepson of Shauntel Trone. Let that sink in. This child has already caught a body before the age of 18 in connection with a crime that seems to have been sanctioned and concocted by his father and his stepmother.
40-year-old Freddie Trone and his son, the juvenile suspect, are both charged with 1 count of deletion, 1 count of conspiracy to commit a jacking and 2 counts of second-degree jacking. Shauntel Trone is charged with being an accessory to a deletion after the fact.
Now let's talk about this 17-year-old. The state of California withholds information on all criminal suspects who are below the age of 18. So we don't know a whole lot. For instance, we don't know his first name, but what we do know is that this is the 17-year-old son of 40-year-old Freddie Trone. So Freddie Trone is out here teaching his son, showing his son, and involving his son in things that no parent should ever teach, show, or involve their children in. I truly believe that there are some people out here who deserve to have their right to be parents revoked permanently. The other thing we do know about this 17-year-old is that he is the individual who walked up to PnB Rock on that day, proceeded to jack him for his jewelry, and then ended up deleting him. Apparently, while on the instruction and guidance from his idiot father, Freddie Trone. Now let's talk about Shauntel Trone, the stepmother. Out of all three of these people, she is the one who is facing the lightest charges. Apparently, she's being charged with helping to cover this up after the fact. We're probably talking about things like avoiding the police, hiding these two guys out, and maybe deleting text messages and things like that. Now, why would you do that? You know that an innocent man lost his life because of the greed of your husband and the greed that he has installed in his son. But you over here trying to cover this stuff up. And we're going to keep it funky. We're going to keep it all the way funky about you, Shauntel Trone. I bet you was running around before you met this man talking about how you just want a good man who's going to work every day and take care of you and raise y'all's kids right and all that good stuff. But then you end up with a dirtbag like Freddie Trone. Now, as far as I can tell, Shauntel Trone does not have a history of major crimes in her past. But on the other hand, Freddie Trone is always sitting up in somebody's courtroom facing serious charges for some crazy stuff. Make it make sense, because Freddie Trone is the exact opposite of what most of you ladies say that you want in a man. And so This is why smart men who see the way that you move, we do not believe anything that most of you women say. And so you settle down with this knuckleheaded fool, and you end up having to cover up for a heinous crime him and his son have committed. And now you're facing serious charges. Well, congratulations, you just played yourself. And now let's talk about Freddie Trone, the mastermind of this whole situation. This dude is definitely experienced when it comes to major crimes and being in major trouble with the police. Here's a little bit of what he's been up to the last few years.
At the time of PnB Rock slaying, Freddie Trone was on probation after being convicted in February 2021 of being a felon in possession of a firearm. Trone received a 3-year suspended sentence, 43 days of community service and 2 days in jail. He was originally arrested August 12, 2020, with a firearm in public along with ammunition. In August of last year, he was accused of violating probation but was eventually allowed to remain free. Records show he was charged with 3 felonies, but prosecutors agreed to drop the illegal possession of a firearm in public and ammunition charges in exchange for the felon in possession of a firearm. At the time of the 2020 arrest, Trone was on 3 years probation for a July 2017 incident in which he was convicted of driving a car with wanton disregard for public safety. Prosecutors at that time dismissed driving under the influence charges as part of a plea. In August 2013, he was convicted of assault by means likely to produce great bodily injury and received a 4-year prison sentence for that attack.
Now, I don't need to say too much more about this clown. This dude is 35 and 40 years old, still out here doing serious crimes against other people and ending up in the system. I thought that when you had children, it was supposed to make your ass grow up. Now, I'm a father with boys, and back in the day, I was involved in the street lifestyle, gangster, street hustler, D-boy, whatever. And there's no way in hell I would have ever thought about bringing any of this mess around my boys, much less trying to involve them in that type of lifestyle. Because as a parent, you are supposed to love your children enough to want them to have an even better life than the one you had. So as far as I'm concerned, the deeper they bury Freddie Trone under the jail, the better. Well, there's a little more to this story. Apparently, the police believe that there's a 4th person who was involved in this nonsense.
Court documents mention an unidentified person, who prosecutors say watched PnB Rock and his girlfriend arrive at Roscoe's while wearing expensive jewelry. The unnamed person reportedly waited outside of the restaurant until Freddie Trone arrived. Once at the restaurant, Trone and the unidentified man had a conversation. Trone left, and then arrived a short time later with his 17-year-old son.
So there it is. Freddie Trone put this 17-year-old boy up to this nonsense, and now he's ruined his son's life as well as his own. Hopefully they'll give this 17-year-old about 25 years in jail, and they'll give all these adults involved in this life in prison so we don't have to deal with them out here on the streets. Well, that's it for me. But before I go, I'd like to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that like button because it helps out the video and the algorithm on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the Elite channel. And if you'd like to support the channel and support the content, go ahead and bless that Cash App. The tag is in the description. So until next time, this is your man Elite, and I am out.